make a start. I simply can't spend my life waiting for Babs to finish up her Gary Barlow sing-along, or whatever nonsense she's doing tonight, that she obviously feels is much more important than casting our next production.
Can we bring it down a notch, Cynthia?
Does she have any other settings?
What?
It's just that I've got a bit of a headache and I'm not feeling up for one of your tantrums.
Excuse me? One of my what?
Oh, here we go.
That is typical. You know, I have worked tirelessly for this group, night and day, typing my fingers to the bone too.
Isn't this wonderful weather we're having?
Oh, wonderful, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Very nice.
Although we could do with a bit of rain. My vegetable patch is suffering a bit.
Don't you water it?
Of course I do. It's just been so hot, I can't keep up.
You could do with one of those irrigation systems. Your courgettes will thank you for it.
Speaking of courgettes, did you ever try that recipe for courgette surprise I gave you?
Oh, do you know, it completely slipped my mind. What was it again?
Well, first you fry a bit of...
Gerald, please.
Right, okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining us this evening. It's nice to see you all. I trust you're all keeping well in these strange times.
Oh, yes,
Thank you.
Good, and we're delighted to welcome some new faces to the group. For those who don't know me, I'm Gerald Jenkins, chairman of the Cotswold Drama Dreamers.
A pleasure to meet you, Gerald, albeit on screen.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Well, thank you. I believe some of you already know Alistair and Samuel.
Yes, we've met.
Oh, George, how nice to see you again. It's been a long time.
Not long enough.
We're very lucky to have borrowed them from our friends at the Cotswold Showstoppers.
Well, if only they had.
I'm sorry.
Well, you should be.
I'm not sure I understand.
Don't mind him, Alistair. He's still smarting after the Showstoppers refused to cast him in last year's Shakespeare showcase.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Idiots. I mean, I was born to play Hamlet.
Never mind, George. I suppose it was not to be.
Very good, yes, very good not to be. I must say, that production was jolly good fun.
You were in it?
I was, yes.
What were you, Voldemort or Cornelius or something?
I played Cornelius.
I played Hamlet.
Who? Aren't you a bit old to play Hamlet?
Aren't you?
Anyway, I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say a very warm welcome to the group.
It's wonderful to have you both. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
So I'm sure you've all seen the script in your emails. It's all very exciting, isn't it? Following on from the success of What the Heart Wants.
I'm sorry. We're calling that a success, are we?
George.
Cynthia has written another play called
The Haunting of Blackthorn House, my debut horror.
Really, Cynthia? Debut horror? I found What the Heart Wants fairly horrifying.
Shut up, George.
I rather liked it.
I'm sorry.
I thought it was really good.
Is he taking the mick?
Thank you, Samuel. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Now, as Gerald was about to say, the purpose of this meeting is to cast the production. So, without further ado, I'm delighted to announce...
Shouldn't the director announce the casting?
Cynthia thought it would be best if she directed this time.
She thought that last time as well.
Harriet, I don't expect you to understand, but as a playwright, it is very difficult not to make the odd directional comment.
The odd comment?
Yes, well, for precisely that reason, we've decided that Cynthia will direct this production, and Maggie has kindly passed the baton of stage manager to Harriet.
More like had it ripped out of my hands.
We just thought you might like a break from the stress of all the tech, Maggie.
You mean you thought I was useless?
No, not at all. Did a wonderful job last time.
Maggie, the reason we had to give the stage manager to Harriet is because we'd like to cast you as the leading lady in the production.
Really?
Really?
Oh, wonderful.
You will play the part of Audrey Cholmondeley, mother of Clara Cholmondeley, who will be played by Janet.
Lovely.
Chumley.
What did you call me?
It's pronounced Chumley, not Cholmondeley.
Don't be ridiculous.
He's right, actually.
Chumley? But that sounds less sophisticated.
On the contrary, I think the Chumley name is well rooted in aristocracy.
Well, I don't care. This is my play, and we shall pronounce it how I want it to be pronounced. Now, as I was saying, Clara's children, Penelope and William Cholmondeley, will be played by Eliza and our new member Samuel.
Brilliant.
Super.
And Anne will play our nosy neighbour, Mrs. Montgomery.
Oh, I look forward to it.
Wonderful. So...
excuse me, Cynthia, aren't you forgetting someone?
Ah, yes. Patrick. Unfortunately, he won't be able to join us this time. It seems Chew Toys aren't really doing it for Poppet anymore, and she has chewed through his internet router. It'll be weeks before he gets a replacement.
Yes, but aren't you forgetting someone else?
Don't be silly, George. How could I forget? The part of our leading man, the charismatic patriarch of this unfortunate family, Bernard Cholmondeley, will be played by the wonderfully talented Alistair.
Too kind.
What? Cynthia, I think there's been a mistake. I mean, you seem to have forgotten to cast me.
Don't be ridiculous, George. Of course I haven't. You will play Inspector Mortimer.
Inspector Mortimer? I don't even remember an Inspector Mortimer from the script.
Yes, you do. He comes in right at the end.
What?
He is a very important character.
Really?
Oh, yes. He's the star of the show. How many lines has he got again, Cynthia? Is it 3 or 4?
And you can wipe that smirk off your face, you smarmy old...
Sorry to interrupt, but Babs has just texted me. She's not going to make it.
What? Why?
She says she's got held up doing a virtual bake-off with the girls from work.
Typical.
She's making banana bread.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Gerald.
She was halfway through when she realised she didn't have any bananas.
Oh, what is she like?
Oh, I do love banana bread.
One of my favourites.
Not me. Mum made about 10 of them during lockdown. If I never see another banana bread again, it'll be too soon.
Oh, send some round here. I'll never say no to a slice of cake.
Clearly.
Tell her I've got some bananas, Gerald, and I could pop them round in about half an hour.
Righto.
And ask her if she wants any courgettes. I've got a few of those to spare as well.
Can we get back to casting the play? Now, I was going to ask Babs to play the ghost of Agnes Blackthorne, but frankly, these extracurricular antics of hers are leading me to question her priorities. So, Harriet, you'll have to do it instead.
I thought you wanted me to stage manage.
Yes, Cynthia, So did I.
It's a very small part, Harriet. I'm sure you can do both.
Oh, I suppose.
Wonderful. Now,
Cynthia, I mean no disrespect when I say this,
Well, that'll be a first.
but if you completely lost your mind, I mean, I've read the script. Oh, and by the way, let me just say it's a fantastic piece of writing, so poignant, so profound, so...
Pathetic.
Excuse me?
It's so obvious what he's trying to do.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'd just be interested to know a bit more about Alistair's credentials before we cast him as the leading role in our production. I mean, after all, this is your heart and soul on the page, Cynthia, is it not?
it is.
My credentials. I've been in the theatre for over 30 years. I've been Macbeth 4 times, Richard III twice. I've even played Othello.
Yes, very impressive. But Alistair, need I remind you, this isn't Shakespeare.
Far from it.
My dear fellow, I can do any genre you'd care to throw at me. And I know from experience it takes a certain skill to play horror. Frankly, I should think I'm more qualified for the part than you are.
Well, that's completely absurd. I'm perfectly capable. I've horrified dozens of audiences. Thank you very much.
I can vouch for that.
Enough! George, I've made my decision. Like it or lump it. Now, everyone, please pay attention because this is very important. This is a new chapter for us. What the Heart Wants was our first attempt at something different, something that was technically very challenging for us. And there were a few glitches, to say the least, but we've learnt a lot from that, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this time, we all know what we need to do to make it a real success. And I have every confidence that we will. So much so that I've decided to record the live stream this time so that people can enjoy it again and again.
Which people exactly?
And this time, we're going to do lots of clever things with special effects to create a really terrifying atmosphere. Aren't we, Harriet?
That's the plan.
I want our audience to be so frightened that they have to go to bed with the lights on, that they want to cover their eyes.
I suspect most will want to do that anyway.
All right, let's get cracking. We've got a show to produce. I'll see you this time next week for our rehearsal. Don't be late. If we pull this off, the Cotswold Drama Dreamers will be famous for its most ambitious, groundbreaking performance yet. The Haunting of Blackthorn House.